Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever scratched your head wondering, what the heck is cryptocurrency? Or how does Bitcoin actually work? Then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to break down the basics of cryptocurrency, what it is, how it works, and why it's such a big deal. And don't worry, we'll keep the tech jargon to a minimum. Let's dive in. Cryptocurrency is a form of digital money that exists purely online. Unlike traditional currencies such as the dollar or euro, cryptocurrencies are not issued or regulated by any central authority like a government or a bank. Instead, they operate through a revolutionary system called blockchain technology. This means cryptocurrencies function without a middleman. You don't need a bank to send money, approve transactions, or store your funds. Everything happens peer-to-peer, directly between users, across a global network of computers. One of the most important features of cryptocurrency is that it's decentralized. That means no single person, company, or government controls it. The network is maintained by thousands of independent participants all around the world, each verifying and recording transactions to keep the system running. On top of that, cryptocurrencies are protected by encryption. Every transaction is secured using complex mathematical algorithms and cryptographic techniques. This makes it extremely difficult for anyone to hack, alter, or counterfeit a transaction. In short, cryptocurrency offers a way to send, receive, and store value digitally, without needing permission from a bank, while keeping transactions secure, transparent, and nearly impossible to manipulate. The biggest difference between crypto and traditional money is that cryptocurrencies are decentralized. This means there's no single authority like a bank or government managing the system. Instead, it runs on a technology called blockchain, which we'll explain in a second. Think of regular banks like a library. They keep records of all the books, money, being checked in and out. But what if everyone had a copy of that library log, and updates were made in real time, so it was always accurate and nobody could cheat? That's kind of how crypto works, with everyone holding a version of the same ledger. In 2008, an unknown person or group operating under the name Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This document laid the foundation for what would become the world's first cryptocurrency. The idea behind Bitcoin was simple, yet revolutionary: to create a digital currency that could be sent directly from one person to another over the internet, without the need for a bank or financial institution. The goal was to make online payments faster, more secure, and free from the control of centralized authorities. Then, in 2009, the first Bitcoin network officially launched. Satoshi Nakamoto mined the first block, known as the Genesis block, marking the birth of Bitcoin as a working, decentralized currency. In those early days, Bitcoin was used mostly by tech enthusiasts and cryptography hobbyists who were experimenting with the new concept. But it didn't stay underground for long. As more people began to understand the potential of a decentralized financial system, Bitcoin slowly started gaining value and attention. One of the most famous milestones in Bitcoin history came in 2010, when a programmer named Laszlo Hanieks made the first real-world purchase using cryptocurrency. He paid 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. At the time, it was a fun experiment. But looking back, those 10,000 Bitcoins would be worth millions of dollars today, making it possibly the most expensive pizza order in history. Bitcoin paved the way for an entirely new era of digital finance, and its creation sparked the development of thousands of other cryptocurrencies that followed in its footsteps. To really understand how cryptocurrency works, we need to talk about the technology behind it, something called the blockchain. A blockchain is basically a digital ledger, a kind of database, that records every single transaction made with a particular cryptocurrency. But unlike a traditional database that's stored in one place, the blockchain is duplicated and shared across a vast network of computers around the world. Every time someone sends or receives cryptocurrency, that transaction is added to a block. Once the block is filled with transactions, it gets added to the chain, hence the name blockchain. This process continues indefinitely, forming a permanent, unchangeable record of all activity on the network. Now, here's what makes this system special. The blockchain is powered by a concept called distributed ledger technology, or DLT. This means that instead of relying on one central server or authority to keep track of everything, the data is stored and maintained by thousands of independent computers, called nodes, all over the globe. Imagine a giant spreadsheet that's being updated in real time and instantly copied to every single person who's part of the network. Whenever a new transaction happens, everyone's copy of the spreadsheet gets updated automatically. This ensures that the data is always synchronized, and no one can change it secretly without everyone else noticing. Each block in the chain also contains a unique code, called a cryptographic hash, which links it securely to the previous block. This makes it nearly impossible for someone to tamper with the records, because changing just one block would require rewriting all the blocks before it, on every computer in the network, all at the same time. That's why blockchain technology is considered incredibly secure, transparent, and trustworthy. It's the foundation that makes cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum actually work, without needing a bank, a government, or any kind of middleman to oversee or approve the transactions. So, who actually keeps the cryptocurrency system running? If there's no bank, no central company, and no government involved, how does everything stay organized and secure? The answer lies in the people and computers that make up the network itself. Let's break down the key parts. Nodes. Nodes are individual computers connected to the cryptocurrency network. Their job is to store, share, and synchronize copies of the blockchain. Every time a transaction is made, these nodes help verify and record it across the network. The more nodes a network has, the more decentralized and secure it becomes. Miners. Miners play a crucial role in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. They use powerful computers to solve extremely difficult mathematical puzzles. Solving these puzzles is what confirms and secures new transactions. When a miner successfully solves one of these puzzles, they get to add a new block to the blockchain, and as a reward, they earn some newly created cryptocurrency. This process is called mining, and it's how new coins are introduced into circulation. Wallets. A wallet is where users store their cryptocurrency. But unlike a traditional wallet, it doesn't hold physical coins. Instead, it stores the digital keys that allow you to access and manage your funds. Crypto wallets come in many forms: apps on your phone, browser extensions, special USB-like devices, or even printed paper. They all serve the same purpose, giving you secure access to your coins. Addresses. An address is like your personal bank account number in the crypto world. It's a unique string of characters that you share when someone wants to send you cryptocurrency. Every wallet generates its own address, or often, multiple ones, to help you send and receive crypto securely. Hashes. A hash is a special kind of code created from data. It acts like a digital fingerprint. Every transaction, block, and piece of information on the blockchain is represented by a hash. These hashes help keep the blockchain tamper-proof. If even a tiny part of the data changes, the hash changes completely, making any fraud or hacking attempts immediately obvious to the whole network. Together, these parts, nodes, miners, wallets, addresses, and hashes, form the core infrastructure of how cryptocurrencies work and stay secure without needing any middlemen. There are two major types of blockchains, public and private, each serving different purposes and offering distinct characteristics. Public blockchains. Public blockchains are open to anyone. They are decentralized networks where anyone can participate. Examples include Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are the most well-known public blockchains. On these networks, anyone can join, mine, validate transactions, and contribute to the overall maintenance of the blockchain. The key attributes of public blockchains are transparency and decentralization. Since the system is open, the entire history of transactions is visible to everyone, and no central authority controls the network. This makes public blockchains highly secure and resilient, as they rely on a broad, distributed group of participants to validate and secure the data. These features make public blockchains ideal for cryptocurrencies and applications where trust and transparency are paramount. Private blockchains. Private blockchains, on the other hand, are used mainly by businesses and organizations. These blockchains are restricted and only authorized users are allowed to participate. Access to the network is controlled, and changes or transactions can only be made by designated entities. A private blockchain functions more like a company's internal network rather than an open, public platform. For instance, businesses can use private blockchains to manage supply chains, conduct internal audits, or manage sensitive data while maintaining a certain level of privacy and control. The restricted access allows companies to tailor the network's governance to their needs, but it sacrifices some of the decentralization and transparency seen in public blockchains. In summary, public blockchains are ideal for environments that require open participation, transparency, and decentralization, while private blockchains are better suited for businesses that need controlled access and privacy for internal operations. If you learned something new today, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and comment below with what you want to learn next in the crypto space. We're here to help you dive deeper into the world of blockchain and beyond.